I was in the market for a dog. And so I looked in the classifieds. I saw an ad for a talking dog. What an original marketing idea, I thought. I must see how the seller follows through on this. So I went to see a man about a dog. Do you really expect me to believe that you have a talking dog for sale? Don't take my word for it, said the man. Ask him. And so I did. I found the dog lying on the floor of his doghouse. He had fallen asleep, watching television. I woke him up. I hear you have the gift of gab, I said to the dog. Ha, ha, ha. You heard correctly. I was astonished. In fact, I am an accomplished speaker. It all started when I took English as a second language in high school. My native tongue is canine, of course, but it is a limited language consisting of 3 or 4 words at most. Woof, arf, bow wow, and grrrr. English opened up a whole new world for me. I joined Toastmasters to improve my public speaking skills. Some people objected to my membership and complained that Toastmasters was going to the dogs. But they were barking up the wrong tree. It gets worse. I became a distinguished Toastmaster and a world champion of public speaking. I went on to become a trained Shakespearean actor. I starred in Macbeth and Hamlet. I was a natural for these roles, since my mother was a Scottish Terrier, and my father was a Great Dane. I myself am a Presbyterian. I had another career as a seeing eye dog for Helen Keller, Ray Charles, and Stevie Wonder. Ray Charles and Stevie Wonder sang my praises. Oprah heard them and invited me on her show. I wasn't allowed on the couch, though. Unlike Tom Cruise. I was a hit. In fact, I was such a hit that I got my own TV show, like Dr. Phil and Dr. Oz. I wasn't a doctor, however. I didn't want to be the underdog in this trio. I told you. So I went to medical school and got my DVM, Doctor of Veterinary Medicine. My show was called Dr. Fido. My guests were pet owners and their pets. I interviewed Anna Nicole Smith and her toy poodle, Sugar Pie. Sugar Pie and I fell in love, but it didn't last. It was just a case of puppy love. And, by the way, all the dogs who appeared on my show were allowed on the couch. I am a civil rights activist. I mean, an animal rights activist. I went into politics. It's a dog-eat-dog world. So naturally, I excelled. I ate the opposition for breakfast. I formed a new political party called the Animal Rights Federation, also known as ARF, or ARF. Because of my great oratorical skills, I became their nominee for president. My opponent was Garfield the cat. He ran on the slogan, "Felines forever." I thought this smacked of special interest. I ran on the slogan, "Down with speciesism." I chose a human being for my running mate. After all, I am man's best friend. I won. I went from the doghouse to the White House. Although I can't say I noticed much difference. However, during my administration, every dog had his day. I have just completed my memoirs called It's a Dog's Life. Well, I was flabbergasted. I turned to the owner. Why are you getting rid of an incredible dog like this? Because, said the man, he's a liar. He never did any of those things. Now, I suppose you're wondering whether or not I bought this incredible talking dog. Well, at an asking price of $25, how could I refuse? I figured he'd make that up on the lecture circuit in no time. What with his Toastmaster training and being the world's only talking dog. But before I sent him on the road, he talked me into sending him to college. He said he would be much more valuable as a college-educated talking dog. Well, it cost me a pretty penny, let me tell you. I sent him to Harvard. But he was such a brilliant student that it was worth every cent. He wrote home regularly to tell me of his progress. He was captain of the debate team, editor of the Harvard Lampoon. He made the dean's list. Who says you can't teach an old dog new tricks? But he wasn't just a scholarly nerd. Oh no, he made the track team. He ran the 4-minute mile in 2 minutes. But of course he had 4 on the floor. After 4 years, he was going to graduate, summa cum laude. He was top dog in his class. He was valedictorian. I went to the graduation ceremonies as proud as I could be. But my dog was nowhere to be seen. He wasn't valedictorian. He wasn't even graduating. He had flunked out. He had spent those 4 years partying on my money. He was a party animal. His original owner was right. He was nothing but a liar. A dog-faced liar. Anybody want to buy a talking dog cheap? And the moral of the story, and the moral of the story, let lying dogs sleep.